welcome to my channel. I am a budget mama based in the UK and my little family of 3 is working to a cash budget to help us keep control of our finances. Today's video is going to be very short and sweet. We're going on holiday tomorrow and I still have to pack, I still have to tidy the house because we've got family coming and house sitting and cat sitting for us, and the place is just... Anybody with children that has had toddlers, you will know the state of my house. There's laundry everywhere, there's toys everywhere, I need to clean it from top to bottom just to make it presentable for anybody to come and stay. And then I need to go through the fridge and get rid of all our stuff that's going to go out of date while we're away, and it's just going to be an absolute nightmare. Oh, and I'm working tonight, so I can't even do it this evening. Yeah. So I'm feeling super duper relaxed just before going on holiday. It's going to be amazing. Oh, and then I forgot a physiotherapy appointment yesterday morning, so I've had to rearrange for tomorrow morning. So on the day that our holiday starts, I have to go and do physio. This isn't for my hand, it's actually for my hip, which I've had an ongoing problem with for years. I had a couple of hip surgeries a few years ago, and I'm having kind of a recurrence of the same problems. So I'm hoping that physio is going to sort it and I don't have to resort to surgery again, because the recovery was just absolutely awful. Anyway, sorry, talking a mile a minute just because I'm in such a blooming rush today. I've got so much to do and so little time to do it in. So I'm kind of squeezing this in during my daughter's nap, and then I'm going to go and blitz the house from top to bottom, and whatever doesn't get done, my husband can do some this evening, or we can maybe spend the start of our holiday tomorrow cleaning. No, probably not, let's face it. Also, I'm minus my giant ring. I've misplaced it. It's been, with it getting colder, my fingers have shrunk. So my ring's been a little bit loose, it's been spinning around, and it's just... I think I've taken it off to wash up or something, and I've just put it somewhere that I can't find. So I'm feeling a bit naked without my favourite ring, but never mind. I have replaced it with a homemade wire wrap ring, which I was quite proud of at the time. It doesn't quite have the same wow factor, but never mind. So rambling, all of that out the way. Good. Today I'm going to be stuffing my savings and sinking funds. These are our short-term savings, so they're going to cover us for the next week or few months. We've got 20, 40, 60, 81, £120 going in, which is my normal weekly income, which is amazing. I'm so happy, because we were on like a reduced second income for the longest time with sick and stuff and blah. Anyway, so let's see what's coming out. I honestly don't think anything is coming out. I don't think I spent anything from in here. Fun still has the 20. Gifts, we've got no change that can come out. I could take my pounds, but honestly we've got so little in gifts at the moment, and we've got so many birthdays, and then we've got Christmas, so I'm just leaving it in there. Savings, I've got no small change that can come out, and the boat fund we still haven't touched because like I said in my last video, ostrich. I've also had a message from the guy who we rent our mooring off, asking what our plans for the boat are, and I don't have the heart to tell him leave it there until I can do something with it. It's not good. Anyway, it probably comes down to the fact that he said to pay him when I saw him, and we've been on that mooring for about a year and I've never actually laid eyes on the guy. So yeah, it's not helping. So we're going to pay in. There's nothing coming out, not a jot. Never mind. Why am I turning that way? I don't know. So we've got 20 going into fun, which is going to contribute to our holiday away, which is going to be good. We've got a good chunk of money. If you saw my last video on Wednesday, we've got a good chunk of money for our holiday spending money, but that will just add to it. We've got 20 for gifts. I'm going to have a look around while we're up there and see if we can find any interesting souvenirs or kind of Christmas gift ideas. Savings is getting 20. Get in. And the boat fund is also getting 20. So it's building up nicely. We've got 200 in the envelope for our starter motor, and we've got another 80 for like maintenance and stuff. So it is building up. I'm not ready to deal with it. So I'm gonna leave it a little bit longer and then cry when I realise how much we have to do. Anyway, so that's everything paid into. We've got £40 left, which was what we had last week. And where have my savings gone? 1 second. Here we go. So random piece of paper. We've got our weekly savings challenge, which I condensed a few weeks ago. And we've also got our penny savings challenge, which looks a little bit different from when you last saw it, because I've done the same thing and I've basically rubbed everything off, seen what our total was, which was 180.48 on Wednesday, and then I basically just condensed it all into my largest numbers. So it's looking not so good at the moment. I'd had a few weeks where I'd basically paid in from the beginning, and at the time it made me feel pretty good. Isn't that always the way? It makes you feel good at the time and then you regret it afterwards. But then it got to the point where if I was paying into my largest numbers, I then would be left with kind of a little bit of small change, which I then couldn't pay in because I'd already filled all of my small numbers. Anyway, so what am I doing? What am I paying into? We could do, if I get some change, we could do 25 and 15, which would feel pretty good. It would mean nothing goes into penny savings, but my focus at the moment is getting this weekly challenge done by the end of the year. I did work it out on Wednesday. Can't remember if I put it in Wednesday's video or not, but given the number of weeks left before the end of the year, in order to complete this, we will need to be paying £47 in per week. Now, I know I didn't pay that in, did I pay that in last week? I may have paid that in last week, but we're obviously not paying that in today. And I didn't pay into the weekly challenge on Wednesday because we didn't have any notes. So yeah, kind of sucks. But anyway, I'll get some change and we'll do 25 and 15. And ultimately, if we don't get it completed by the end of the year, it's no big deal. We're just going to draw a line under it and restart on the 1st of January. Yeah, let me get some change, 2 seconds. So I've swapped out my 24 5s just because that's what I found. So we need 25. So we've got our 25 and now 15. So 15 and 25, which is still a good saving in a week. It's still pretty good. Oh, do you know what I could have added to this? No, I'm not going to. Oh, post. No, I'm not going to. I was thinking, so I sold an old N64 that has been in the loft gathering dust for ever. I sold that on Facebook Marketplace today, and I thought that I could add that to my savings challenge, which you know, yes, it would make, oh God, this is the least purple. Why is it pink? What's going on? Anyway, so I sold that on Facebook Marketplace, and I thought I could add that to my savings challenge, but what I'm going to do is pop that into my gardening pot. It's not kind of an official pot at the moment, it's basically being funded by selling stuff. So we sold an old vintage trunk a couple of weeks ago, and the money from that has gone towards compost and seeds and various bits and bobs to get the garden started. Because the plan is to grow vegetables over the winter and next year to try and I mean, I'm not sure it's going to save us money next year because there's a lot of startup costs. You've got compost, we've got seeds, we need to build the raised beds, so we're going to have the cost of building those. But in the future, you know, we'll be making our own compost. We can let some of the plants go to seed and save our own seeds. We'll probably need something like a big chest freezer to freeze any fruits and veggies that we get, because I doubt we'll be able to eat it all, you know, within the few weeks that you harvest something. And even if you could, you'd probably be so bored of courgettes or cucumbers or aubergines or whatever you were growing at the time. Anyway, I'm rambling again. I'm so sorry. So currently that is being funded by stuff that I'm selling. So I'm not adding that to my savings, which was kind of the point that I was trying to make. I apologise if I sound like I'm on speed today. I'm actually not. I've got 200,000 things going through my head, and I know that I need to hurry the heck up, shut the F up, and go and do some of them. So that's my savings challenge sorted. I can't believe there was literally nothing spent from last week, so yeah, that's fine, not a problem. So that's building up nicely. Savings challenge paid into. Oh, another piece of news, nearly forgot entirely. My daughter had a bit of a terrible night last night. She woke up this morning, she had a bit of a sniffle. I thought, oh, that's, you know, it's the seasons are changing, that's what happens, everybody gets the sniffles. She comes into my bedroom and says, I need to do a test for germies, which is what we've told her we're doing when we're doing the COVID test. And I thought, well, okay, you know, it rules it out, and gives me a bit of peace of mind, because the holiday we were going on tomorrow, we were supposed to be going with my parents. Notice the past tense. So yeah, my child has COVID again, which means that my parents will not come on holiday with us because they haven't had it. And my stepdad he's in his 80s, he is high risk, my mum doesn't want to risk it. I understand that completely. They have very kindly said that me, husband, child, can go on the holiday without them, because I was honestly expecting them to say, oh, that's a shame, and for them to go on holiday without us, which I think I might have cried a lot. I think because they've had a holiday recently and they've got another one coming up in November, and we've not had a holiday for, I want to say, about a year, something like that. I think my mum took pity on me and basically said, you need a break, go on holiday. So we've got the cottage all to ourselves. We're going to have to change some of the activities that we're doing, because I obviously don't want to take my COVID positive child to any kind of public things. So there's not going to be so much in the way of eating out or kind of activities like that. But we can still go for walks, we can still, you know, see the sights, go into town, get a coffee to take away and sit on a bench, have a picnic, all that stuff. And it will still be nice to have a change of scenery, because I did mention in previous videos we're going to the Lake District, so there's going to be lots of walks and stuff, lots of scenery, lots of, I don't know, other stuff that doesn't involve going into highly populated areas and infecting lots of people with COVID. We might just sit in the garden and drink gin for a week, you know. Apparently I should do that in more videos because my gin video was hilarious according to some people. Oh yeah. Anyway, I am gonna go and do my least favourite thing ever, which is cleaning. I fucking hate cleaning. Really hate it, but I cannot let... It's not just family, it's my in-laws that are looking after the house and the cat while we're away, and I cannot let my mother-in-law think or, you know that I am a complete slob that doesn't clean or tidy. So I need to keep up the charade that I look after her son and her granddaughter. I nearly said daughter for a second. Oh my word. Oh my brain. Maybe I should do some speed. It might give me some get up and go. Oh, there's so much to do. Right, I need to go. I will catch up with you all in the next video. Take care and happy budgeting.